I almost died in the hospital last night. At least I thought I almost did. I had every symptom of a heart attack and was rushed to the hospital to get an x-ray, a CT scan, and have more blood work done than I thought was possible. And in the time waiting in between each test, I had too much time to think. I thought about what would happen if it were actually ending, if the blood clot was going to continue to grow, if my breathing was going to become too heavy. Would be poetic in a way. I had a heart irregularity when I was born and my parents were so worried about it. That was until a doctor told them it was actually nothing to worry about, so the very thing they were told not to worry about could have been the thing that did actually eventually take me out in the end. I also thought about how the last thing I posted on Instagram was a thirst trap, so I should probably delete that so when people come to my page to see what happened, they can see a more wholesome post. The thought that concerned me, though, was that there could be some relief in all this. I've gone in and out of feeling like myself over the past few days and weeks. I've struggled with depression my whole life. I've never really felt comfortable in the body and mind that I've lived with for the past 26 years, so I had to ask myself some questions. Would going out in a way that wasn't really my choice be the best way to go? No, because there is no best way to go. Wouldn't people forget about me eventually? Yes, some would, not the ones you think about every day. Wouldn't they have to move on with their lives eventually? Yes, they would, but not without grief. Wouldn't I stop feeling bad? Yes, I would, but that's just because I would stop feeling. Not just bad, but also not any good. Any hope that things would get better. And you've always had hope, haven't you? I've been through enough of these moments to know it gets better. Every time it's almost felt like the end, I'm able to look back on those moments in time and be so grateful that I made it through, because what was waiting on the other side was so much more exciting than I ever could have imagined. But fuck, does not feel like that way when you're in it. Feels like it's gonna go on forever. And like there's no point in trying to see what dream lies on the other side because you can't remember the last time you had a dream. Anyway, I am okay. Turns out it was all induced from a level of exhaustion and panic that I had never experienced before, which is shocking to me because I thought at this point I should have experienced everything, but thank God there's still more to come. I'm glad I'm still here. I'm glad I'm fine. I'm glad I can just go home and rest. And I'm glad you can still hear me because that means you're still here too.